Hello, everybody. It's my pleasure to welcome you at my presentation at the Sustainability Science Research conference by the Research Catalyst. The topic of my presentation today is Sustainable Finance, Innovation Ecosystems, Stakeholders' Perspective. I would like also to express my thanks to the Complutense University for sponsoring my participation in this event. Few words about myself. I am a professor of finance and sustainable finance at the Complutense University. I work as well with São Paulo University and collaborate with many others, as you can see. Just to mention the Ljubljana summer course this July, I will be giving there a master level course regarding the sustainable finance, so that please feel invited. I have also more than 12 years of professional international experience in banking, risk, and innovation. I am the holder of InnovaSEF 2019 Scientific Entrepreneurship Prize and a member of a scientific organization. I am a founder and coordinator of Collective Intelligence Development Network. This will be for my brief resume. And now we go directly to the structure of my presentation. I will introduce different concepts very briefly. At the end, I will also have the main references. They are all open access, so you can go there and have more information available. So that I will start with the innovation ecosystem perspective, sustainable finance concept. Then I will follow with the stakeholders matrix, double materiality approach. Very important part is the stakeholders participation challenges and, of course, brief conclusions. Regarding innovation ecosystems, what we understand by the innovation ecosystem can be compared to what we understand by the biological ecosystem. This is an emerging, collaborative, and of course, this is innovation ecosystem, innovation conducive environment. Our question, our main question is how much this is a pre-designed system or this is a dynamically evolving network and structure of an ecosystem. Also, how much its output in the case of innovation, well, innovation in sustainability can be defined or it's originated by the interaction of its elements, so their emergent nature. We start with the traditional point of view. This is the knowledge triangle by Sabato, 70s. We have government as the regulator and the infrastructure layer for other stakeholders or actors, university, mainly for education, and industry for production. In the more advanced view, we have the meta view of the innovation ecosystem actors. We have two dimensions added. So we have the society and natural environment. All of these actors in this view are taking a more proactive part and also can take the role of another actor. For instance, the role of government and academia in the knowledge capitalization, in the entrepreneurship and innovation, and the participation of the industry in the research advancement. Here we can see the process view of how innovation emerges. We have also the point of view of different socio-technical regimes, starting from the niche to regime and to landscape, or the mindset of the society. So first of all, we have the research, basic, applied, translational. We make the proof of concept. This is done at the niche level. After that, we implement the innovation and the regime level, how the industry works. And in this way, a new system is settled. And of course, this system, as everything in our life, is not perfect. So the system will be advancing, and probably we are going to need another innovation for this innovation. And we follow with this circle. Sustainable finance, just to mention, this is sustainability is seen as a new paradigm change compared to the four industrial revolutions. It is depicted here. I would also like to introduce briefly the vision of how finance and economics works and what's their relation with the natural environment and society. I always like to compare the finance with the circulation system, blood circulation system of our society. Here we circulate the value. And we see that our industry is taking natural resources, energy from natural environment, giving back pollution, and it takes work and from the society, and after that distributes wealth. And we have different institutions of the financial markets and financial industry. Sustainable finance, what's the difference with the traditional finance understanding? It takes into account the environmental, social, and governance considerations. The governance is very important because it makes possible the introduction of this environmental and social considerations. So it's not only a motto somewhere over there, it can become a practical reality. How we come to this sustainable finance concept? Well, first of all, we start with this profits view of the company, shareholders value, and we pass to the stakeholders value, stakeholders capitalism, some of them call it, and we advance towards the sustainability and the common good point of view. As for the finance itself, it started with the ethical banking, historical concepts. We have also the corporate social responsibility and socially responsible investment. We add this green dimension, and we go straight forward to the sustainable finance. What are the stakeholders? Here we see different areas, different dimensions of the stakeholders. So the government with the administration entities, regulatory, supervisory bodies, central banks, of course, investors, customers that are institutional are also relevant there. There are, I must say, there are many intermediate actors, especially in more advanced ecosystems that are somewhere, that can be somewhere in between these different fields. And furthermore, this can be taken as a grade of advancement. The presence is a grade of advancement of the innovation ecosystem. For industry, we have different companies, providers, banking and insurance companies, financial markets, investment funds, and different industry association. For academia, of course, we have research, financial analysts, and also different rating agencies, which should be based on the view of the academia. For the society, we have also different dimensions: customer, workers, communities, civil association, NGOs, and trade unions. Natural environment, of course, we need to administrate them, but also take into account the different NGOs. What is stakeholders matrix? Well, we have two dimensions here. We see the interest and power, the most popular one. So we can locate or allocate our stakeholders to different quadrants. And depending on that, we are going to take different actions in relation to the stakeholders. So starting from only notifying and monitoring to informing and reporting. And at the high end, we have the close management and engagement of some actors. Double materiality concept is very relevant in the context of European Union and in the context of sustainable finance. It means not only how the company is impacted by the climate and societal challenges, but also how the company impacts the climate and the society. So this is this two-way double materiality. We can build a materiality matrix. So we have first identified the stakeholders. After that, we need to identify different sustainability aspects. Here we see a community, work security, depending on the company and its stakeholders. We have the consultation and evaluation among them to define what are really important and relevant questions for our stakeholders. Based on that, we build a strategy action plan. Of course, we need to supervise and validate it and revise if it's necessary. This is a dynamic picture, so it needs to be tried. This sustainability and its view and how it is implemented, it's not something that is just having an impact on the society, but it is negotiated and it's shaped and constructed by all the stakeholders. Here, I would like to mention these two dimensions: interpretative flexibility and closings and stabilization. So we have different plural views, design and implementation and revision forums or fora, and of course the stakeholder participation and involvement in these forums will define the power of these stakeholders. We have also these different closings of how we understand here sustainability. We need to redesign it, customize it, and of course have interoperability between different concepts. Power relations, from what we can see, we have inter and intragroups, and of course we have these contextual views. For the intergroup, we have different group structures. Some perhaps parts are excluded, the co-creation commitment, or the ability to have the veto right. For the intragroup view, we have here dispersion, centralization. This is very different if we have a lobby group from a corporation and, for instance, the society, which is quite dispersed. There are also different internal dynamic, and the position of the negotiators itself is also very relevant. How sure they feel that what they consider will be considered inside the organization itself and will be backed up by the organization. Accessibility of resources, political, economic, cultural, marketing, social common sense at the landscape level, what is deemed to be important or not, and of course the regulatory framework and sectoral policies, so the government part is considered relevant. So here we can see the EU Sustainable Finance Action Plan, 3 different aspects that are very relevant: more investment in sustainability, risk consideration in sustainability, and transparency and long-term view. From what we can see, we see here many industry participants, government participants, perhaps in the background academia. Society, however, is here represented only by the households. And well, the view of the environment is implicitly seen here in the goals of different stakeholders. So what are the conclusions? Well, the sustainability is a crucial consideration, and its implementation is currently shaped among its stakeholders. Sustainable finance is the key. It operates the implementation as it channels the investment and saving distributions. And as we can see, even if the stakeholders can be correctly determined, it is not a straightforward question that their voice and interests are correctly materialized due to their nature and power relations. So the proper orchestration and choreography is the key. Here you can see these references. So thank you, and now we can pass to the Q&A part.